Hey, so today we're going to try another quick riff. Usually I demonstrate quick riffs over the backing track and then give you a quick little description of how to do it. I'm not going to use a backing track today because I want to jump right into a nice slow speed and not intimidate anybody. I want to show you what the mechanics of it look like and then speed it up as you feel like it over any A minor track, any of the A minor backing tracks we've used in the past, or any that you come across. So this is coming right from an A minor pentatonic. This riff can be moved to any pentatonic that you want to use it in. In this case, regular good old shape 1 in A. This is going to use a little bit of the flat fingered barring idea as well as some pull off kind of stuff. So let's take a look at it. We're starting on the very last note of that scale, all the way at that pinky, right? And the riff is going to purposely start a little flat fingered. That's kind of the key here, as opposed to, being up on the tip of the finger like we often say we should be. So the idea is to start with that note, flat fingered, and then roll to the pinky on the B string right above it. That's going to be the starting point. To the first finger, back to the pinky on the B string, with a pull off to the first finger. And then one more note here, third finger G string. So that's not the end of the riff, but that's the pattern that we're going to basically repeat through the rest of the strings. So that's the first thing you want to get really comfortable with. Now, from there, we're going to basically do the same thing. We got to stay true to the shape of the scale, but we're going to keep using that pattern. So now we start pinky on the B string. Originally we rolled like this, right? But on the G string above it, it's a third finger note, not a pinky note. So now we would do that. So this is you could call this the beginning of the second round. There's your pull off. So you'd have that alone in itself is a cool enough riff. We're going to put one more piece onto it. So we're getting a piece of a third round in there. We ended round 2 here, did the little roll, and then ending on this first finger G string 5th fret or C note. So all together you have Now, if you get comfortable enough with each one of those little segments, right, because it's really just that same idea going through the whole scale, it could be up to you to go through the whole scale if you wanted to. So you can always, break this down and use a little piece of it on whichever set of strings that you want to. Just on the lower strings, just on the higher strings. But I would work piece by piece at getting it the way we're looking at it, and then try to make your own riffs out of it. So we're doing that in A minor pentatonic. If we were in G minor pentatonic, we can do it here. Now, it doesn't have to be over those minor chords. It could also be over, let's say, a dominant chord, like a blues chord, A7. Especially as well if you were to use a major pentatonic. right? So if we were playing A7 or A major, and we had our pinky on A instead, and we're landing right on an A at the end, which is nice. So you kind of can follow your chords wherever you need to. You can go to B, pop your pinky on B. Cool little classy bluesy style riff. C. G minor. Now for picking, it's kind of whatever's comfortable. I often like to hybrid pick this kind of stuff, meaning using my pick and my middle finger. But if you're not doing that, a pretty good way to pick this, at least for me, down, up, down, up, pull off, up. Now that last note could be an up or a down. It's really up to you. You could have down, up, pull off, up, and then repeat on the next one, in the next section. Or you can do a double downstroke at the end. Down, and then a down to go to your next segment. I like to use the upstroke at the end and then start with a new downstroke for the next segment. So segment 1, segment 2, segment 3. So that's our new quick riff. Take it slow, work out the mechanics of it, and then try to put it on top of a backing track or a song of your own or a loop that you made, whatever you want.